Welcome to the In the Court Show. I'm your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show for you. We are analyzing the latest developments in the Iran war. Obviously, this war is being fought on different fronts. As the U.S. is nearing potentially a ground invasion in Iran, there's been a lot of social media tweets and true social posts, and Iran is made a living out of making diss tracks and memes to taunt and troll Trump online. And I guess they got another one after Trump recently posted some pretty profane statements on his Truth Social post, saying to open the straits. He seems extremely frustrated, but he also said that he's going to annihilate them if they do not come to the table and make an agreement by, I guess, today. I don't know what time today, but he's saying that they could be annihilation of a civilization, something to that effect. Well, Iran decided to make a diss track out of that, and we're going to go ahead and see what they said or did as a result of that. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
You scared of the pictures?
Power play. Hey, bitch, open the fucking straight or you'll be living in hell.
Censor the satellites. How what we did to your bases. You're losing your mind and you're losing this war. Face it.
You tweet like a madman, threatening power plants and bridges. Praise be to Allah. You sound unhinged, you bitch. You want us living in hell, but you're the one scared of the sky. Begging every satellite company to hide what we did to your guys. 17 bases hit, C-130 and Blackhawks gone. On a million wasted just to save one pawn. Now you're blocking the photos so the world doesn't see how bad little Iran
Fucked up your military.
Power plant, reach that. Open the fucking straight or you'll be living in hell.
Those are Trump's
Censor the
words.
satellites. How what we did to your bases. You're losing your mind and you're losing this war. Face it.
And they do seem to be
Sacred
censoring the
defense.
satellite images.
We still standing. You censoring the sky.
They are still standing. You're right. Yep, Iran stands tall in defiance while Trump slinks away in ignorance, having no idea what he got himself into. Hence the temper tantrum meltdown, promising war crimes against the civilian population if he doesn't get his way. But Iran keeps on turning the screws on Trump with yet another new diss track. This one's got more of a reggae feel, and it's about Trump's least favorite topic, his BFF, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yo. They found a little black book. Take a look, don't overlook. Trump allegedly on page 4008.
Allegedly.
Coffee. Yeah, that checks out great. Allegedly 40 visits to the island of fun. Never been there, oops, flight logs one. Photos allegedly fake, memories allegedly gone. Justice allegedly sleeping case allegedly moved on.
Today's word is allegedly.
Epstein, nice guy like some young. Said the
Young
man
girl
with
on the
big
lap. It's
orange
terrible.
tongue now is crying witch hunt and fake. While the evidence allegedly burns for his sake. The list, the VIP list. Powerful men.
I don't know why they had to drag superheroes into this. Ignore those names.
Allegedly caught on camera from afar. 40 times coffee boy show. The island allegedly loved him. That much is pure. Epstein's dead. Secrets in the ground. But the photos Donald allegedly still go around.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. But here's a fact. Somebody in Iran who is making these AI videos is fucking funny, and they know how to get under Trump's skin. And not all of them are straight up diss tracks. Here's another brand new one out today about Trump's increasing frustrations and decreasing patience, which should make all of us nervous for what he might do next.
I'm going way in on the last song. It was actually pretty catchy. It's actually pretty catchy and pretty good, actually. They did a pretty good job. that AI, I don't know if that's an AI machine that is making the voices, but Iran clearly knows what they're doing when it comes to trolling people online, because it's effective and the songs are catchy. And Trump don't like to be made fun of, and they're having their way with making fun of him quite a bit, actually. And does that calm the situation, or does that further enrage Trump? I think there was a situation where Trump was at a White House dinner where Obama officially roasted him in the presence of his friends and other Hollywood-like types in the room. And I think that was the moment Trump decided he was going to get his revenge by running for office, and he ferociously went after it for the sake of, proving Obama wrong. Because I guess Obama's favorite tagline that day was, "At least he's president." And that was the one thing that Trump couldn't say at the moment, that he was ever president. And that sort of prompted Trump to go ahead and run for office. But now it seems like it's not necessarily Obama that's roasting him, but he's being roasted by this country that apparently is a nuisance to Trump. Not exactly sure what threat they pose to us, but there are people that feel threatened by Iran, and they've made an effective case to Trump, and now their enemies is now Trump's enemy. And it seems like they're playing on his ego, and this could have, consequences, I guess you could say. I mean, it could really be bad in the sense that you're making fun of a guy who's got his hand on a button of a bunch of nuclear weapons, and he's sensitive. So I don't know if diplomatically this is the way to go about it, because Trump does, hold a lot of power in terms of what he can do. And hopefully he's not going to do anything crazy, but this seems to escalate the situation, not de-escalate the situation. But let's continue.
Our president that tweets a war. Notice that Trump has a bandage on his hand. They're making fun of his bruise again.
Siri's dictation was driving me crazy, so I switched to Whisperflow. Here's why I'll never go back. First off,
yeah, this is everyone going to look for the down pilot, who now thankfully is home safe, but was not safe because of Trump. I'm sure Toyota loves that they've got a free plug-in here. And Mercedes. Yeah, I mean, they're portraying the rescue helicopters that got shot down, looking for the pilot that never should have been there in the first place. And here's America blowing everything to hell. Trump loves watching stuff blow up. Don't ever forget that. Oof. Yeah, and in case you missed that brief message at the end, it said your soldiers will give themselves for Epstein's failed cause. And that does seem to be a bit of a universal sentiment right now that Trump started this war to distract from Epstein, amongst other things, which includes the now skyrocketing cost of gas. Fun stuff, which is only happening because of his war of choice. Tweeting. Our soldiers freaking out. Is that Epstein? Who is that? War by tweet. Trump's America. Holding a little doll. A commentary that we have not actually destroyed their naval forces. Yeah. And this is why gas prices are up and sailors do not want to have anything to do with this. They're the ones on the front line here. Yeah. Sending our troops in harm's way. And what's going to happen? Because Trump started a war of choice. Yeah, and Trump is, of course, demanding that Iran open up the Strait of Hormuz, to which Iran just posted this image on social media, which is going viral. It simply says, "We aren't reopening shit, bro." And I believe them, by the way. So on we go. And I can't wait to see what dumb thing Trump does next, because at least we're getting some epic diss tracks out of this global shit show. Hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better next time you've got to sell a kidney to afford a tank of gas. Thanks, Trump. Yeah, you did that. All right, go ahead. Comment below with your thoughts on all of these latest Lego propaganda videos and get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast. And please go find the VM wherever.
Okay. Definitely support my man's channel. It's very funny. Steve Harness. He's got a good channel over there. So definitely support him. He does some pretty interesting commentary, but this is where I found some of these little Iran social media memes and things like that. Again, I think this is self-inflicted. A lot of the stuff going on with Donald Trump. The people who cared for him told him not to go into this war because it's going to stain his legacy. Yes, the United States military is stronger than Iran's military. Yes, we have more equipment. We have more budget. We have more shiny weapons. Yes, We can probably take them out and annihilate them, but at the cost of what? Losing your reputation as being the adult in the room, a fair arbitrator of the rules of law. That's what's at hand here. And the thing is, you cannot bully people to be right in their eyes. Yes, you have the bigger guns, but those people can resent you for the things that you choose to do. And unfortunately, Trump is going down that path, and people are trying to scale him back, de-escalate, but he continues to go down that path. And I guess to some extent, his supporters could potentially have contributed to that. I mean, whenever you tell a guy how great he is, you gas up his head and you make him feel like he can do no wrong, and eventually he'll do some wrong. And it's not until he's humbled where maybe he might see things differently. Again, Trump is the president of the United States. I want to see the United States win, so therefore I want to see Donald Trump win. So I would say to pray for him as the leader, and hopefully God will change his heart so that he's not continuing down the path that he currently is going down, because it's not a good one. I don't see how this ends positively for anybody here in this country or for any of the service members that have to go fight that war. If anything, the longer this goes on, the more costly it will be to everyone here. The more lives will be lost, the more destruction that will have to be eventually fixed, and the less credibility the United States lose. So in the long run, it's not a good thing. And then you also have midterms coming up, where now a lot of Trump's base who didn't want him to be a part of the warmongers is now looking to potentially turn away from him and say, well, we can't support a party that promotes war and doesn't take sound advice and continues down a path that we don't deem is correct. So even if people don't vote for the opposite side, it may be a situation where they don't vote at all. And now you're giving your opposition ammunition, because they're certainly going to rally their base on the grounds of, if you don't put us in office, Donald Trump and his party will continue to put us in a bad place. It'll continue to make the cost of your gas go high. They'll continue to make life hard for you. So we need to regulate them. That's the storyline they're going to tell. And the more hardship people go through, the more valid that storyline will be, and the more motivated they will be to get him out of office. At which point, it will not be good for him, because I'm sure the Democrats will come hard after him to, impeach him or make things difficult for him. So my take is for Donald Trump to maybe rethink his approach, fall back a little bit. I mean, you've already done a lot of damage to Iran. I think the point that you were trying to make, you've made. And I think he needs to cut his losses and keep and go in the other direction, and really kind of de-escalate the situation before it gets worse. Because along the way, as the Gulf states incur a lot of this issue, there's still transactions being done in the Chinese yuan and not in the US dollar. And if they change the petrodollar system to a different currency, which Iran clearly is bargaining and asking countries to do as a means of gaining access to the strait, countries who are under pressure with their energy needs may, succumb to that request, and eventually the US might lose some of its standings. The guns and all that stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, man, diplomacy works better. So that's my take. But what say you? I ask that you weigh in. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're not already a subscribed member of the show, like and subscribe, stay connected. But also weigh in. Let me know what you think. Am I off? Do you have a different point of view? Share your thoughts. We welcome different voices. We welcome different points of view. So I appreciate your feedback, and I thank you for your support. All right. Stay connected, like and subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever there's another video. All right, guys, signing off. Yours truly, Mr. B.